I am listening to almost 100 albums from the year 1955, and I just finished listening to the self titled record by the Laurindo Almeida Quartet featuring Bud Shank, released on Pacific Jazz. Laurindo Almeida, Brazilian guitarist, one of the forefathers of the bossa nova genre, and Bud Shank, the great West Coast alto saxophonist who played with musicians such as Stan Kenton for a big portion of the 1950s. He'd collaborate with people like Chet Baker as well. And this record is a collection of songs featuring the two of them and marrying some of the Brazilian guitar styles of Almeida with a very West Coast jazz feel, at least 50s West Coast jazz. And, this record in many ways, yes, you could say it is proto bossa nova, and you see a through line here from the sound they're exploring here to what the Antonio Carlos Jobins of the world will experiment with later on. But this is still very much its own thing, a record very steeped in jazz traditions. Shank saxophone playing, I think, works well off of the guitars. And again, I think there's not as much of the kind of smooth patterns, the consistent patterns here. There's a lot of kind of starting and stopping in the actual songs themselves. So the motion, the feel of it doesn't feel entirely analogous to bossa nova, but again, you see that through line there. I think this is a very pleasant recording and certainly very historically significant. I'm not sure if it's going to be one of my favorite even Brazilian records from this particular year, but I think the recordings are significant, and if you're a fan of Brazilian popular music and bossa nova in general, I think Almeida as an artist in general and these recordings are both worth exploring. So the Laurindo Almeida Quartet featuring Bud Shank, pretty solid stuff.